confined space, which one is not a suitable area for human occupancy, that all areas consider a confined space. And there is a limited access, egress, oxygen deficiency, or oxygen enrichment of oxygen, or sometimes there is a sound value is too much, more than 85 or 90, or more than this, and sometimes heats is that area. The cables, there is electric powers or bus bar area. Those are areas we consider a confined space. And some side, if we have a limited access and egress, that all. For example, pipeline, manhole, trench, excision 1.2 meters deep, and in height there is a single access, or we are crossing from one side to other side, there is a limited access like this. And those are tapes, manhole, vessels, storage tank, these are considered in confined space. And confined space activity, if we are going to start, there is a two permit we require. One for the confined space entry permit, and the other which activity we want to work there. For example, there is a hard work and cool work, then we need two permit for that purpose. And the confined space, if we have anywhere, that confined space, first we check which type of confined space. Confined space also have some categories. If the categories 1, 2 are category A, B, C, and if the very dangerous confined space, then we consider an A type of confined space. There is a dangerous, some critical area, or some sounds is very high and they affecting immediately, or need to immediate rescue purpose or some special. That area we consider an A type of confined. B type, there is a some less than the A, that one is we consider in the B type of confined space. C, that area is not too much harmful and easily we can walk to that area. That side we consider in the confined space like a C type of confined space. And there is a basic requirement is same. If anywhere we have any type of confined space, we must be note to that at that type of confined space, we need the standby man. Without standby man, we cannot do any activities. And Mr. Sign, he is showing to you the reflective waste of the standby man, which type of reflective waste. Show to this standby.
This is the reflective vest, confined space, and the standby man should wear it. If a standby man is wearing this, he will be visible to all the persons. He can be seen, the person which is inside the confined space. He can be seen clearly and not be and will be visible to all. Oh. In the confined space, there is a deficiency of oxygen. It can be another effects, dangerous effects that are harmful to people, and
Now, this is clear for the standby man because the person always staying there, and if there is any emergency, if he want to move from that area, he must be assigned the other standby man. And if there is a hard work going on inside, then they need the other person also who is working to inside. If the hard work, then hard work purpose, they need the standby fire watchman inside because there's activity in the confined space of the hard work. Then the outside, if there is an inside oxygen deficiency, then the people they cannot breathe to that area. They are using the breathing line, and otherwise, if they are going to for rescue, they are using the self-contained breathing apparatus inside a confined space. And the people's, if the oxygen deficiency means 19 less than 19.5 or more than 23.5, in between this area they can work. But otherwise, if the more than enrichment of oxygen, they need to protection also. And if the less than 19.5, then also they need proper breathing equipment. Without breathing equipment, they cannot breathe. Self-contained breathing apparatus they are using to their SCABA, or otherwise they are using to breathing line, or escape button they are keeping with them, and then after that they enter to their, they can use to that. For this purpose, there is, if the oxygen deficiency, then they use to those all tools, then after that they can work to that area. Inside the confined space, if they are working there, they need to proper trained people, they can work in the confined space. Proper training they require for the confined space. And the people they are working there, they must be under supervision, the confined space supervisor. They require to there. And the other thing, inside the confined space, if they have some emergency or something, immediate the standby man give the instruction to them, they take out immediately. And the communication purpose, they can use a lot of method. For example, if the small manhole by eye contact, he can contact to continue. If there is a little bit hidden, they use to rope also. If they have some other source, they can use to some devices, which one like a mobile, Bravo or wireless. They contact continue with that vessel they can use inside outside. But there is no chance to leave to these people inside the confined space without contact. Continue the standby man full time contact with the workers who is working inside the confined space. This is a basic requirement. And then they all confined space, they need to proper barricade. When they finish the job, they must be put a barricade. Before they're putting to signboard to that area, confined space activities going on. When they are entered to in dangerous confined space, they must first, before inform to ISD department or emergency rescue department, they must be informed to them, okay, we are going to send the 4 people, 5 people inside the confined space. Then after that, if they allow to them, okay, proceed, then they can start work, because they rescue team, they can rescue to them if there is something happen. Without their information, they cannot enter to confined space. The confined space, simple thing, the mostly confined space are very dangerous. And the simple thing also, in our home, also we are using some water tank. If the nobody is with us, we enter to inside the tank and there is a slip or we drawn the water, then if we don't have any standby man, maybe this simple and easy confined space also kill the people. By this reason, without standby man, we cannot proceed our any confined space activity. It's maybe the little bit for understanding we complete to this. Now, my next thing, also this thing is happening to in confined space, H2S. This is our topic. H2S. The H2S means hydrosulfide, and this is a very dangerous killer gas and odorless also and harmful. But if the low ratio 1 ppm, we can feel like a rotten egg. And when the reach to more than 10 ppm, we cannot get a smell. We don't know the which type of smell is coming because our sensor also get that time damage. We cannot sense to that smell. And for H2S, this one is mostly we can find to there in the getter, and normally this one is coming in the deep area, which one we are starting to there in the well. When we reach to there 1300 foot, at that time inside the that earth we can find to this one, sometimes this one huge quantity. If this is under control, we try to control to there, and when we reach to that zone where is a H2S is possibility, first we are sending to mail to all companies around us. They are working to there, we must be informed to them, okay, now our drilling reached to in dangerous zone. We are giving information to all peoples, all companies. And there is a one system, 10 ppm if we have H2S, if the person is working to their 8 hours, he can stay the 8 hour, but this one is little bit, it's okay, they can stay. But more than 8 hour, if the person staying to their in pressure, the H2S is more than 10 ppm, it's also giving a very bad effect. And sometimes we have this effect to different ratio. For example, there's sometimes 40 ppms are like this. At that time, this is also giving some other effect to that. And for that purpose, we must be first check to these are basic problem of that area. And H2S, if there is available, we are using to H2S badge. Always the all workers they are keeping with the pocket. Without H2S badge, they cannot enter to that area. And for this is a basic requirement for us, because we are working to there, we must be used to this H2S badge. And at that area, we put the proper. There is a two method we are using. Sometimes this badge is we are holding if we are going to there, and company also they are providing to their permanent fixed this smoke detectors, this one H2S detectors. If there is H2S is appear to that area, immediate that alarms start activate, and then people they escape from that area and reach to safe area. They are putting this proper escape routes, and we are arranging the proper vehicles which one is standby to that area. If there is any emergency or gas release, we can escape from that area, and we check for that purpose the vent socks, because sometimes without one socks we don't know what is the direction, which direction is when it's going to there, and we cross and we can cross to that, we can exit from that area. And these all is basic requirement for the H2S. And if we are holding to these all basic precaution, and H2S gas tester badge for testing also, we check to that area for properly we gas test, and we check to that environment if there is a gas or these things, then also we also save to ourselves. And now we understand to this topic health education. The health education is basic thing which one is we need to in our physical training, and for our HSE, because the person if he is a physically fit and he have a well health, good health, and he can properly work to that area. If he is not healthy, how we support to others? For this purpose, all people we must be start our exercise, proper training, and these all things. And this is our way. Daily we are doing to this practice, because if we are fit, we are healthy, we can help to others. If we are not properly healthy, and how we help to others. If this one is simple thing, the healthy body have a healthy mind. If our mind is healthy, means we are healthy. It's basic thing. We keep a proper our fitness, and then after that we work for the ourselves and others also. And this one is basic idea I'm giving to you, simple idea. If we are praying properly, Tahajjud, Fajr, Zohr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, properly in proper relation and everything, we are arranging to this. This one is best exercise in the world if we are doing to this. But now again, because all people maybe there are sometime we are going to job site, there is not everybody is a Muslim, they are praying. But other peoples, they are doing to this. Now, Korean company mostly first they are doing exercise, then after that they are starting our work. For this purpose, we keep to ourselves ready. For this purpose, daily we are starting to this exercise. We are doing exercise, walk, running like this, and then we are fit and we can proceed to our activity. This is healthy mind and healthy activities which one we are doing today. Without this, not possible to proceed proper work and these things. And this one is basic thing. Health education is very important thing for us. And if and now we have a topic, emergency first aid. This is basic requirement. The what is the first aid? First, we must understand the any activity which one we are doing or we are supporting to victim before doctor arrive to there, or we are sending the victim to hospital. During this period, we are supporting to victim. We are not increasing his wound. We are reducing to his pain or like this. That all our support called a first aid. And during the first aid, we must be understand how we can give the first aid. Different items we have like this. For example, if anybody get any cut or some hit by accident or something, immediately we clean to that area by some details or this if they're available. If they're not available, we use to soap and clean by water. But we must be do to this support for that spot. And the other thing, if we try to, there's a basic thing. Mostly people they are expired by too much bleeding, or sometimes the CPRs they require to there. Sometimes there's different effect is coming to there. For this purpose, if the bleeding is there, then we try to control the his blood temporarily base. But if we are going to control the blood, we have a 26 pressure points. We understand we can control from that. Otherwise, we have a lot of pressure point in the body, but basic 26 pressure point we can stop our blood from the our organ, our body organ. For example, from hand we can control the pressure points, this one, and we can block the blood from the hand for the hand. And if the arm, then we can control from here. The full arm we can control from here. In this area, we don't have any pressure points. For the legs, we have a pressure points. Foot also we have, and for the neck also we have a this pressure point. For this pressure point also we have a this pressure point. For the half head, and another side also 13 in one side, 13 in another side. If for bleeding purpose only, when we are using a pressure point, only stop to bleeding. Other we don't have any purpose for the blood pressure point. Pressure point. The pressure point we can stop a blood if there is a finger cuts or something, veins is also affected. Then we only stop the bleeding. We cannot do to any other thing. The other, if there is a fractures or it's a bone fractures, then and the bleeding for this purpose also I want to clear. If there is a bleeding, we can stop the blood only 20 minutes. More than 20 minutes, never. Because if the we stop the blood more than 20 minutes, it's mean that hand, legs, and these things paralyzed. If blood is not going to there, then after that, after 20 minutes, not possible to person move his hand or something. By this, we must be try to again open that one, that wound or something, because there is a sometime more than 20 minutes we cannot stop the bleeding from the pressure points. For this purpose, pressure point we have some, but how we use to this, we keep to some coins or something, then we try to use to locate or something. Without this, we cannot do this. And this one is basic thing. And the other thing, for the fractures, then we are giving a sports. We keep our, for example, how we know that this hand is proper. We check is the if the one hand is damaged or arm is damaged, we check the other hand. How is direction, how position. Then we check to his hand, keep to proper, and then after give the sport only. Keep to some plates, some wooden piece, some other thing, and put to there and give to sport to wait for the emergency crew arrive to there or we take to this victim to hospital. During this period, we're giving a sport to this. We not increase to this his fracture or something. We only reduce or we give the sport. After this, we can check to this for the fracture. We can give the stop, and we if the wound to somewhere, then we put to that. If there is a wound, we can clean from inside to outside. Inside to outside, we can clean like this. And the other thing, if the dog bites somewhere, immediately we clean by water. Okay, waters and soap we use to there. If we not find that there are iodine or detols or spirit, and spirit also we cannot use in the upside of the neck, above the neck. Downside, if we can, if we have some dog bites, we can use to detols, but still spirit. But above the neck, we cannot use to this one for cleaning purpose, because this one is giving a very harmful and painful this medicine. By this reason, we not used to that. But most basic, sometimes we not find immediately used to soap. Soap have a inside the soda caustic. This one is killer to some bad effects and germs. By this reason, we use to this immediate clean that area by soap. And sometimes the snake bites, if there is a snake bites, we can use to, we tie the single bone only. Okay, this is a single bone from our arm. This is a single bone in the our leg, shoulder. This one single bone is here, and in the legs we have a single bone, only one. And these 2 points only we can tie. So mostly we try to cover to these things and stop properly blood, and then after that we check to that area where is the snake bites, that pain which we find, and that points also there is a 2 points, and side beside we can cut like parallel, not a plus sign, parallel we cut to there, and then after that start to remove the bleeding. If this bleeds, we remove to there, and then after that this snake poison not affecting to anybody, we try to do this. And we have a scorpion. If the sometimes scorpion bites, this is too much painful, and 24 hour also people they are getting a too much pain. By this reason, this is a very easy medicine for the scorpion. And immediate we take is we remove the tail, and then after that remaining body we can use to there. Okay, rub to there, and then after that coming some oil from his body, and pain finish, and people not feeling any pain or anything. Immediate, this is a treatment for the scorpion. And then others, lot of things we have. For example, this honeybee and others also. Those also we can use to their immediate. If the glycerin, this sometime any lubricant, for example, this one we have a kerosene oil, we apply to there, this pain is finished. If we don't have, then we can apply to there little bit this one gasoline or something, and this pain is also released and not coming any other effect. But emergency we can use to these things. And the other temporary immediate effects, which one is affecting to their our body, and we can support to people. We are using to some stretchers. If we are taking the person, yesterday also we did this, we take on more than 80 kg, but we used to some stretcher, we used to some blanket, and then after that we did this. And some stretcher, one single person also we have a method how we can use this one of methods. Lot of methods by hand, everybody have in mind. This one we are making a chair like this, and these are things we are using there in the first aid. Choking purpose, sometimes this is a simple thing, but if we are not arranging treat to person immediate or not giving a first aid immediately, then this person is also getting a too much effect, because choking sometimes stuck in the neck, and then person cannot breathe. And we use the proper way, use to hand like this, then give to punch here, and then after that person can throw out the which thing is stuck in the neck, and the person can breathe after that. And if the person is unconscious, then we are giving the CPR. This is the proper way. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation system. Person is going to there, we're giving 2 breath, and then after that 15 chest compress. We are giving to that person. Maybe the lot of people they save their lives, and also we can save the people by this way. In the shock, immediate shock, if they're getting by electricity, or sometimes person fell down or some other thing, they're affecting to these things. Immediately treat to these things, and especially choking purpose. During the choking, also person they can stop the breathing. The first aid have a lot of things. We are trying to few items discuss here now, because in the training we already completed to these all things. And excavation. This is a basic thing. The basic, first we understand soil, type of soil. We have a 4 type of soil: rock type of soil, A type of soil, B type of soil, and C type of soil. This one is type of soil. First, what is excavation? The excavation is when we are going to disturb or affect to soil, affect to ground, or remove the some material from the ground. That one is called excavation. Okay. And for excavation, basic 2 type of excavation. One is a manual excavation. Second one is mechanical excavation. The manual excavation, which one is we are using some equipment or some manual equipment we are using to there. And for the mechanical excavation, we are using to some. Please come here and tell us type of excavation. How many type of excavation?
For A type soil, your rock type soil, we make 90 degree of angle for excavation, and B type soil we make 65 degree, C type soil, and we make 35 degree angle, so we can for excavation first we imagine its hazards. It's like hazards, fallings, trippings, and damage utilities and water accumulation. Because when we are doing excavation, there can be some water accumulation. We can affect it, and the ground is too soft. So first, if we reduce, we put proper signboards there, and we can put revolving lights to so that the people know that there is excavation going on and they don't come here. And the barricades we use must be 1 meter high, and one and first when we done our excavation, the soil which we are uh, getting out, we must put them from 2 feet from the excavation area, and 25 feet walking distance of ladders. There are two types of barricades: hard barricades and soft barricades. Hard barricades, which can absorb a force of 90 kg, and soft barricades are those which can absorb the force of less than 90 kg. And manual excavation. Manual excavations are is those excavation which are done by any manual, by humans, by mans, by hand equipments. And mechanical excavations are those which are done by some machines, some cranes, some mechanical devices like that. And the trenches are those, the width of the trench is not greater than 15 feet or 4.6 meter. Trenches, the excavation becomes a trenches when the width is when the depth of the excavation is greater than its width, then the trenches are formed.
Yes, okay. Yes, this one is excavation and basic requirement. Which one is we need? But competent person also we need for the excavation. The competent person is who know the all hazards, all protection. There is a some time we are doing to this one slope system. You explained about the slope.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then sometimes we're making a benching system, then shoring system, box system. This one is also for protection purpose. The person cannot collapse and cannot come to inside. And these are basic requirements for the excavation. And when we are using equipment also, we need to checklist for the equipment. Yesterday we seen to their excavator, that excavator we is using for the excavation purpose. There is documents, is hydraulic leak, these are things we are checking. The person also we need to government license, then after third party certificates, proper in the Aramco side, the Aramco certification they required for that purpose. And this one is basic thing for the excavation. And now we have I'm talking about the safe behavior. The safe behavior is very important for our work site. There is a two things. One is unsafe act and unsafe condition. If we have a safe behavior, it means we are working properly and our behavior is safe. Means we are not getting any shortcut. We are using a proper tools, proper inspection, and proper time we are utilizing to there. For example, we have a work for 5 days and we are getting a short and hurry and we are finished to this work in 3 days. It means we are searching the some accident because we are getting a shortcut. We have a proper schedules. We must be followed with that schedules and proper equipment, proper tools. We never get any shortcut. This one is basic in our coming in our behavior. If we have a sometime glasses, we must wear the helmet required. This is our need. We use to these are. And for the proper purpose, properly we use to these are things for our proper way. That one is coming in behavior. And condition means the company sometimes area is not giving suitable area. At that area we are going to work, it means this is an unsafe condition. And if there is an unsafe condition, we cannot enter to that area. No need to work. Yes, must be escape from there. Or till wait for the company arrange the proper safe environment. And this one is basic thing. During the talk, during the discussion, during the sitting, during the walking, during the hiking, we also show our behavior, safe behavior. If we are applying to this, it means we are safe people. We understand the safety, safe behavior. It's basic requirement for us. Now we have other topic, but we have a little bit